First off, give all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai, double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS, salutes and honors to the elect, the brothers in His truth who are enduring in sincerity. Shalom, this is your brother Kratazai. Got another lesson coming back at you. This one is an article stemming from the National Interest. It says, one big reason America isn't ready for World War III. And there's an excerpt. It says, I was on this hill as a battery commander with 6 88mm anti-tank guns, and the Americans kept sending tanks down the road, and we kept knocking them out. Finally, we ran out of ammunition, and the Americans didn't run out of tanks. And what this article goes into is basically how America pretty much won World War II, or, for the Allies, because of their infrastructure. It says, I just scan through it. It says in the Western Pacific, the United States had about 350 destroyers compared to Japan's 63. Meanwhile, on the European continent, the United States had over 70,000 tanks compared to less than 45,000 for Germany. Exhibit A, the Allied victory at the Battle of Salerno. And then it goes into, all the different destroyers and whatnot. But it says, today, however, many of those heartland factories that won World War II for America have been shuttered and moved into cities with names like Chengdu, Chongqing, and Shenzhen. And here lies the obvious strategic problem. Because all of America's infrastructure has been moved out of America and into China, so they're not producing the physical things that you need to win war like they were in the past. And of course, technology has moved along. You got drones, you got things of that nature, you got missiles, but they not number one in that either. And then they not number one in soldiers, because China got more troops than them. China, everybody's producing more than the United States, and the United States can barely make a fucking car proper, much less a tank. They got the most expensive destroyer ship in the world, and it don't even work. So this place is going down. And I'm just gonna get into the scripture. This is Revelation 9 concerning the World War II. It says, I'll just skim through this. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven to the earth, and to him was given the keys of the bottomless pit. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace. And the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the bottomless pit. That bottomless pit is talking about Europe. It says, and there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power as scorpions of the earth have power, and was commanded them that they should not hurt the earth, so I can hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which not have the seal of the Most High on their foreheads. To them it was given that they should not kill them, but that they should be tormented 5 months, and their torment was as the torment of a scorpion when he striketh a man. And in those days shall man seek death and not find it, and shall desire death, and death shall flee from them. The locust is talking about the airplanes in World War II, the fighter jets. And World War II was like the most brutal conflict known to man. And people did seek death. They wanted to die. They were getting limbs blown off, this, that, and the third, and it was just terrifying. It says, and the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses prepared unto battle, and their heads were as it were golds, like it was crowns like gold, and their faces were as the faces of men, and they had hair as the hair of women, and their teeth were as the teeth of lions, and they had breastplate, and the breastplates of iron, and the sound of their wings was as the sound of chariots of many horses running into battle. So it was basically describing what those planes look like Just trying to look up this scripture, because that's how it was in World War II, and that's what caused them to win with those machines or whatnot. But that's not how World War III is going to be. This is Isaiah 9:5. It says, "For every battle of a warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood." That's how World War II was, with confused noise, with all the machines and the gunfires and all that stuff, and hand-to-hand combat. It says, "in garments rolled in blood." This should be with burning and fuel of fire. That's how World War III is going to happen here in America. The ICBM missiles are going to be shot on America. It's going to be a nuclear war, opposed to your typical ground troops, tank fights, this, that, and the third. So I mean, that's pretty much what I wanted to get into. It's a lot of good information in this article. I'm gonna post it in the description down below, if any of the brothers want to read it. So I hope that you were edified with this video. With that being said, Halal, Yahweh Shem Shai. Double honors to the elders of the apostles of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers in this truth who are enduring in sincerity, and the women and children who follow. Shalom.